All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis coach and your personal guide. So today is, mm, I don't still remember in school, there was this expression uh, that I heard, obviously many, many years ago, um, which was, it's like today is your red letter day. Truth is, I mean, I could obviously, check on Google what does it actually mean. But one thing I can tell you is that I never really took the time to discover, okay, because I love finding out about, I think it's called entomology, if I'm not mistaken, which is basically like the history of words. And so this is one of those expressions that I haven't yet explored, but I'm sure after this pod I will. But like I said, today was truly um, a red letter day for me, or a green letter day, or a yellow letter day. Um, Point being that right through the day, I had moments of connecting to the deep gratitude that I really do feel for my community. This is a community that I have now been growing, you know, little by little by little. It's like the little drops of water, and some truly amazing, fantastic, fascinating people have been showing up more and more each day, and listening to them, holding that space for them as they go inward, as they go deeper, as they discover more of who they are, what makes them who they are. And along the way, obviously, I get to see a reflection of them in me, as I'm sure they do of me. And literally, like now, we're on Friday at the time of this recording, so it's been a whole week of reaching out to people in the community with the intention of letting them know that one, the power of coaching, the power of healing is real, is available to them. And for a lot of them, they've not yet experienced what it is to work with a coach. And so this was an idea that literally came to me as a download, and of course I acted on it. I made the offer to the community, and more people started to raise their hands saying, tell me more about it. Can I get to know more about how this works? And, um, you know, what is it that I need to qualify in that sense? And it's really beautiful to see how everybody has been on a journey, and something led them to this point to ask, to understand what does it take, what does it mean to be in a coaching program, especially when you're working with a coach one on one. And we pretty much had a full house by the end of this evening, and we literally ran out of space. So, uh, in a natural extension, we've um, moved the the offer to at the end of the month, which means the next couple of days in the new week. And to me, this was again another reminder that, when you really make it a point to want to be there for people, to want to hold that space for people and help them as it's like I know I have been helped along the way by so many of my mentors, especially at a point when I was lost, when, I really didn't know what was going to come next. And each and every one of these mentors have showed up from time to time to hold that space, to light that lamp, that candle, um, torchlight, sunlight, what have you. And I've had some truly amazing mentors along the way who, some of them truly were mentors, meaning that they didn't do it for money. It was just to hold that space. And some of them were there because maybe that was part of their job. Um, but if I sort of zoom out and look at it, they were all there because they were meant to be there. And this is something that I more and more am noticing and recognizing that the people who are meant to be here, the people who are meant to be in this space and continue on this journey along with me are. And in fact, earlier this evening, I had another idea that came to me of how I know it will help more people to be able to tap into the power of coaching one on one with somebody who has also been on a journey, who has experienced highs, lows, happy times, sad times, losses, gains along the way. And like we always say, show up. So for me, I know I'm at that point where I'm truly willing to show up. I'm willing to be myself, and people recognize that. So, like I said, it's all about the power of not just gratitude, but the power of gratitude for one's own community. And it it only gets sweeter because somewhere when you feel that um, that nudge, that intuitive whisper to build, to create, and in that knowing that people, you know, the people who are meant to be will show up. Um, every moment really truly feels and like a miracle, and it is obviously. I remember someone saying this long, long ago. This was a different avatar when I used to do corporate programs and I used to use theater as a way to, as a medium to help people connect within, to help people, the typical topics of leadership and communication and conflict management and things like that. And people, I still remember somebody saying, this must be such a satisfying job. And I kind of smiled back saying, yeah, uh, it and that I think has been there throughout, in whatever avatar I may have been in. And so today was such a beautiful way to reach the end of a week of even it's like even when you're making an offer. I mean, I'm just saying this as especially as a healer coach. It's one thing to come up with offers. It's another thing to be able to hold that space for people to be able to absorb that offer and really think about it. And sometimes people will show up, sometimes they won't. Sometimes people will show up and think about the offer, but need that time to really decide. Yes, of course, it's important. It's useful to have finite offers, meaning that it is within a certain length of time and certain duration, and there's a certain number of people, because obviously time is the only thing that um, is finite. No matter what we try and do, there will still only be 24 hours in a day. So this is something that has been a lesson for me as well, that you know that that to make finite offers so that it helps people kind of really connect um, to that logical, rational decision making based on the emotion that they feel. So, in simple terms, it's like people sometimes get lost and they're not very sure. Should I move ahead? Should I not? But somewhere when we're willing to and we're able to hold that space, saying, "Hey, you know what? This is the offer right now, and it is for a limited amount of time, and it is for a limited number of people." It's not coming from a place of lack, but instead it's coming from a place of abundance, that there's so much that you can get in a certain amount of time. There's so much that you can get for a certain number of people. And when people really tap into the so muchness of it, that is what draws them in. And I'm really, looking forward. I'm really excited to see. We already have, I think, about 7 or 8 people who have already signed up. There are a few more who are queuing up. So I'm really looking forward to how um, you know, this coming month is going to be such a powerful month for them, as it is, I'm sure, for me, and that we all get to, work together as a community, work really closely and deeply, and really experience personal change. And as I said, we are not doing this just for ourselves. As we do more of this, we're able to go out and make a difference out in the world. So, um, as I start to wrap this pod, just a reminder to you that, especially if you are a healer coach, make it a point to really tap into that power of gratitude, the power of your community. And, as long as you are willing to serve them, as long as you're willing to create for them, that is truly in their benefit. It's like in Hindi, there's that expression, it's like, unke hit ke liye, unke hit mein hai. It's like literally designed for them, for their benefit. People who are aligned will see it and they will queue up. And it's like I was telling a friend of mine earlier today. Shout out to you, Lalita, if you're watching this, or if you happen to catch this at some point in the future. I was telling you, it's like when you have a restaurant or you're creating something. Initially, you have people who will line up one behind the other, and then pretty soon you know they're at the door and they're literally like lined up one behind the other, and then pretty soon they are lined up around the block. Right? And of course, it's a around the block is an American expression, but this is the point that when you really truly create to serve, people will show up. So um, this is my wish for you, that may you truly discover your offers, may you create offers that really truly are in service of of your community, and may they truly benefit from you. Having said all of that, of course, remember to live with purpose. And as I've said before, this is a daily pod, so I will be back tomorrow. Wishing you a truly fantastic day ahead, a week ahead, and an absolutely amazing, amazing year ahead too. One last thing, of course, if you are somebody who's in that early phase of your journey, where maybe you've been testing things and you're at that point where you're looking for community and you're not very sure, and also you want to learn how to be able to build your own community, then the eye hypnosis community has been designed for you so that you can experience what it is, what it feels like being part of a community, and of course, take these blessings and go out and create your own community. So, there's a very simple way to do that. Come join us. We meet twice a week on Mondays and Fridays at 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So come, enjoy it, experience it. And if you feel this is aligned with you, then obviously there's lots and lots and lots of, whether it's programs, whether it's digital, recordings, um, as programs which have been created for you, so that you can learn and learn at your own pace, learn in a live environment, learn in a group environment, or just simply come and experience this, because I know that these are programs that have obviously been seeding now for close to 2 decades, and now is that time. So, wishing you all the very best. And of course, as always, remember to live with purpose. God bless. And of course, I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.